All right, welcome back to, well, I don't know. Welcome back might be the wrong word. I just wanted to make a tour of this car, which is a Grandtourer, uh, based on a design that I came up with like roughly 20 years ago when I was a teenager. Um, I watched a Werner movie, Gekotzt wird später, roughly translate to We will vomit later. Um, and in the movie, they a bunch of it's a cartoon, and they decide to go to Corsica to jump into the shallow water head first. That's the plan, and that's the story. Like that's it. So they go and they immediately steal an Oldsmobile '98 Regency from the year 1976 and turn it um, into a lead sled, basically. And that was the basic inspiration for this, like the huge grill. As which one thing they modified was the grill, which they exaggerated, and I exaggerated that, right? Um, I took inspiration in the taillights, which you would otherwise see on Cadillacs, the this here, the wheel covers. That was like the hood scoop. Also, looks completely different on the movie car, of course, but that it has that were the elements that I took, and I kind of mixed and matched it with other design elements like Aston Martin headlights. Made it look more like a muscle car and look at the same time also more look like a European, in my head, a car that would compete with Facel Vega or Facel Vega. No, Facel Vega, Facel, I don't know, Facel. Um, and the theme was animal, like a cat, right? Felidae, that's the name of the car. And for the big grill, I wanted teeth because I saw that on Trabant. Someone took a Trabant and just painted teeth on the grill. And I thought that's so cool. I wanted to do a design that would work with that. And when I started scribbling around like this type of car, I combined that. That's the basic design, which I came up with again 20 years ago. Then I heard about automation, right? And I thought, oh, cool! I can make my car the car that I came up with. But automation wasn't capable at that time, right? You couldn't do 3D fixtures, so you were basically all you could do was slap on headlights, taillights, etc. Right? Couldn't do interiors, and then they introduced 3D, and I was like, yeah, now I can do it. But this time I couldn't. Like the game gave me all the tools, but I was just I couldn't make it right. All right. Um, but this is now after at least 4 years of playing, right? And due to I was in a slump. I feel like I was starting to do the same all over again, like yet another 50s Armada, which is fun. I love doing that, but I started hating it, right? So I thought, okay, let's revisit this, but this time let's give it maximum effort. And beside the obvious like this here, which I made myself because there's a car with a curvature like this, like that has a curvature but wasn't right. It didn't work right the way I wanted it to, right? So I had to do that myself. And since I was doing that myself anyways, I had the opportunity to choose a different body, which would work better, like in the basic shape, right? Like something that is a little bit rounded, so I can make this extension and make it look right. Because this was hard. Try doing that on a Plymouth Belvedere, and no, Plymouth Satellite. It's not even a Belvedere; it's a Satellite. Hold on, please. Ah, thank you. Now I know why on podiums they always have a glass of water. Anyways, yeah, try doing that with a Plymouth Satellite. Adding this, I couldn't make it work. So all the design elements, like what I just described, oh yeah, this mod, by the way, helped me out a lot. The tunnel back rooftop. The antenna, the double antenna to mimic cat ears. That was an idea that I had. I think I came up with that while I was playing with automation. It's kind of dumb, but at the same time, it gives a car character. Anywho, so I could choose any body that I want. So I use because I like the way the back can be rounded off, like on a 59 Cadillac. I used the body that you would use to make a 59 Cadillac. Yeah, and just did everything else myself. This was a pain in the... Everything on this car was a pain in the ass, but I wanted it. I really, really wanted it, and I wanted to... I think I made it good. If you've seen my social media posts, like on Discord and Reddit, you will notice that it's a different color. I made the paint look a little bit different because I wanted it to... I used a lot of this kind of yellowish chrome because I wanted some sort of nickel, which doesn't pop right if you do it. Like if you use chrome, it didn't look right. If you use metal, it looked too bland. So yeah, I wanted nickel, but if you make nickel too realistic, it very looks different than chrome, right? In reality, it already looks just a little bit better, a little bit more yellowish. Like it's a... So I made it too yellow, but it's okay because it kind of really pops and it makes the teeth look dirty, like from an animal that eats rotten flesh, and that's yeah, I wanted that vibe going on. I used my fake nickel here as well. Yeah, did a lot of stuff by hand, like the mirrors, which is the auxiliary light and these parts. The steering wheel, no matter... It always looks a little bit wrong because I made it with the... It's like the angle, because those are three separate elements that I had to... Oh wait, the bottom one is also a little bit off. I'm gonna live with it because there's no way that it will make it right. There's no way. It's you have to figure out, like, there's an angle to it, and you just cannot... I don't know how. Like, how do you do the math on this? This is like 3 times the same. The spokes, they are a gear lever that I just flattened and tripled and angled, and that was a pain in the ass. That was really hard. And yeah, again, how do you do that? I don't know. I mean, I tried, but with guesswork, it's just as precise as you will ever get. What else? What else is worth mentioning here? I mean, everything is bespoke in the interior, basically. Like headlights for tachometer tech for the gauges. That's classic. But I never used this before, and I think it really looks cool on this car. I didn't want to use a gear lever that exists, so I made one with the exhaust mod, and I like that this is like a little bit, you know, makes it look like there would be the thread for the gear lever, for the gear knob that you would like screw in, which is by the way a headlight. Yeah, this is a turn signal that I cloned, made a little bit smaller, and chromed it so to give it a little bit texture. This is a bumper. The bumper horn, the vanilla bumper horn, as you can see here. Now it's a button for radio. The radio has these rivets from a truck pack for a fire truck, I think, and I just like morphed them larger, etc. Cloned them so that it like looks like a for the radio. Yeah, I just never. I couldn't really stop working on it. Like even after I officially finished and shared it, I kind of wanted this to. This was chrome. The part in the middle was just black. Like it was just this bumper and the two chrome strips. And then I was like, nah, I want to fit this. I need more red, right? And so I just did this color scheme and yeah. I want to like this is a small thing, but I think it makes the vents. Oh, by the way, this is not how I made the. I used a grill pack where you had those streaks, and I had to like adapt the size here and there, and because if you use the one from the like this has these things, but I decided to use the one without, so that it, to just I think that looked better, and this little thing, the brand name, just. It's a tiny thing, but it's like the fact that it's tiny helps because it looks obsolete, but it's not. You notice it. Yeah. Turn signal, right? This is from a 1920s hood ornament, the type that would directly give you reading on the temperature, right? I just turned it into these like knob things that you can like, and then I use them again down here for lights and all the other stuff that you need. Yeah, that's my car. What can I say? I don't. Yeah. Yeah, I say it time and time again. Come up with a good design and repeat it. Repeat it every now and then. Adapt ideas, or better yet, keep the ideas and find new ways to make them. You know? Yeah, that would be it, I think. Have a good one.